Good morning, Yosemite. Hey, I'm Danny. I'm hiking the Pacific Crest Trail from Mexico to Canada. I'm 980 miles in, and today I'm gonna hit mile 1000. Yesterday I did 26 miles, and a quick summary of yesterday. I got up early, which was great, but I was a little too excited, and I went too fast and was like striding too long. There's mosquitoes out here, holy cow. And basically, like, my legs kind of protested a little bit, and I had to slow down because I didn't want to like hurt myself or anything like that. And I spent most of the day kind of going slow until my legs felt better, and then I picked up the pace. But unfortunately, I had so much time because I'd gotten up early, and but I had to go so slow that I ended up night hiking. I did my 26 miles yesterday, which is what I was aiming for, but it didn't happen until about 10 o'clock. So luckily though, I found a campsite with some other PCT hikers who were just kind of wrapping it up and going to sleep. So they were like, yeah, sure, there's a spot right there, enjoy. And so I woke up with, catch my breath going up at altitude. So I woke up with Jailbreak and Taco Cat and had a little conversation with them. They're from Oregon. They said the mosquitoes in Southern Oregon will be bad, but they're also wondering if there's going to be fire closures because it seems like fire season this year has been a little rough. It's been a dry year. So today we're going to go for another 26 miles. Again, I did the math. I need 25 miles a day to get to Canada before the end of September, which is when the regional burn in Vegas called Synergy is going to be. I definitely want to make it to that. Man, these mosquitoes are relentless. I realized yesterday mosquitoes are just like the zombies. They just chase you until you're completely worn down and worn out, and you're out of energy, and you finally stop moving, and then they swarm you and bite you. So I have a new sympathy for people in movies who are running from zombies for like hours, because it's rough. Like, they wear you down. Mosquitoes, that is. So, all right, so 26 miles today, and yeah, and then awesome photos of whatever I find. Oh, yesterday I saw a buck. I've been seeing like does every now and then, but yesterday was the first time I saw a buck, and he was so close to me that I thought I thought he'd be spooked and he might come at me, but thankfully he didn't. Pretty damn big. So, anyways, getting rolling. Oh, I forgot to mention, I did 2 mountain passes yesterday, which means you climb up out of a valley to a low point in the mountains so you can cross them and then drop back down into the next valley to do it all again. So most of the Sierra hiking is like that. And actually, I crossed a sign yesterday that says I'm in Yosemite now. But yeah, mountain hiking is a lot of dropping into a valley and then climbing up to a pass, crossing a pass. Passes are beautiful because it's a high spot and you get amazing views into 2 valleys, and then you drop back down into the valley. The pass is nice because there's no mosquitoes up there. But low spots in the valley, like where I am right now, it's where all the water funnels to. And since all the water funnels there, you get a lot of vegetation, animals, and mosquitoes. So I haven't checked the elevation map today to find out how many passes I might be doing, but I've heard that 2 passes a day is kind of an aggressive pace, and a lot of people do 1 pass a day. So yeah, we'll see how many passes we end up doing today. Oh yeah, finally, the Pacific Crest Trail signs or placards are now back. This is the second one I've seen. That's northbound, that's southbound. Thank goodness, because running up against these signs with no placard looks like this. And the last 2 days have been a lot of time wasted trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be going. So hooray for the placards. All right, so path drops me off here. Looks like that's the way I'm gonna be going. Looks like a rock hop. Let's see here. Well, that was a little loose. All right, fun times. Oh yeah, sunrise in full effect. It's a beautiful little valley I'm in right now. All right, I'm getting low on bug spray, so I decided to try out this bug net. And it actually works really well. And the key here, I guess, is I've got a hat with a big brim, so it keeps the net off of me. So when they land on the net, there's nothing they can do. It's been really nice all of a sudden. So I think I'm gonna be using this thing a little more often. All right, I looked at the elevation map for today. It looks like there's 2 little passes that I'm gonna be going over and 1 big one. So the little passes go up 1,000 foot in elevation and then back down 1,000 foot, then back up, then back down, and then followed by the big pass, which is gonna go up 2,000 foot of elevation. So in total, looks like I'm going up and down 4,000 foot of elevation today. Hey, it just hit me. You remember those rocks that were in a line and were a rainbow? It just hit me that this morning I met a woman named Taco Cat. It has to be her. She leaves a rainbow wherever she goes. That makes perfect sense. So I'm predicting that I'm not going to see any rainbows today unless they get in front of me again. So that's awesome. It also makes sense because I saw the rainbows before I went into Mammoth, which was like 5 days ago. So the only way I could see rainbows 5 days ago, take it a day off, actually 2 days off, and then come back and see them again is if the person who's doing it is a PCT hiker, because that's like 60 miles of distance. So yeah, I think Taco Cat is the one leaving the rainbows. That's really awesome. What a great trail name. Here's a fun piece of trail. All right, this is the same thing that happened to me yesterday. I crossed the stream and then it dumps me off in a weird area with lots of little footpaths in every direction and another stream. So I'm questioning, do I cross again? Here's the other stream, but I'm not sure where the path is. So I'm gonna have to check my Maps app. All right, this time I don't cross the second creek. This looks like a good camp area. Like someone set up a stool. Guthook says I should go this way. Oh, nope, I think I see the trail. Yeah. All right. Here's a great shot of the valley. Right there, that looks like trouble. I thought I smelled smoke on the way down. I'm gonna have to speed up to get out of this valley. Here's a zoomed in look at that smoke over there. That doesn't look good at all. Alright, that fire looked roughly the same size. And I'm on the other side of the valley, so it's been about a half an hour since the last time I filmed it. So I'm guessing it's just a campfire, even though you're not supposed to have campfires out here. Wow, all this is really beautiful. Uh-oh. We got two very different trails here. But in the meantime, we could check out this lovely view. So I came across a stream and made a big deal about putting on a fresh pair of socks and rinsing out my dirty socks until there was no dirty water left when I squeezed them, put them on the back of my pack. So I'm wearing clean socks. My dirty socks just got washed or rinsed. And then I kid you not, less than half a mile later, there's a water crossing, and the second rock I step on, I slip, and I'm ankle deep in the water. So now both pairs of socks are wet. Fun times. Oh, and when I say both pairs of socks are wet, I mean I only have 2 pairs of socks, so all of my socks are wet. Wow, this meadow is gigantic. It's got a creek running through it. Wow. I just can't believe how big these mountain lakes are and the altitude we're at. That lake, this one behind me, we're at 9,500 feet. It's pretty crazy. And if you look, it goes like way around the corner there. It just keeps going. Amazing. All right, that big lake we just saw was Dorothy Lake. And I'm just now getting over Dorothy Pass, which is the 3rd pass for today. I said there was 2 little ones and 1 big one. So I just got over the 3rd one, and we can show you what's on the other side. All right, we're just getting around this corner here. Oh, looks like it's a little further ahead. It's another mountain lake on the other side. That's funny. So, let me switch this around. I'm at PCT mile marker like 998 or 999. So, in a minute here, I'm gonna hit 1,000 miles on the PCT, which is pretty surprising. It's kind of a lot. Now I've just gotta do it 1.6 more times to get to 2,600. So, but we're almost there. Wow, 1,000 friggin' miles. I don't even know what to say. Like, I remember the first 100 just being almost overwhelming. And it took like 2.5 weeks to do 100 miles. And I just did the last 100 miles in 4 days. It's friggin' incredible. And it means that I'm basically 1/3 of the way to Canada. which is super exciting. I don't know. It's one of those things where you don't realize it's true until it's true. Like, holy crap, I walked 1,000 miles. Not counting all the ins and outs, not counting things like 8 miles down Kearsarge Pass and 8 miles back. So technically I probably walked a heck of a lot more than 1,000, but man, feels pretty good. It is really incredible what we're capable of. Like, wow. The rocks in this area are so many different colors. They're all striped together and look at that. Just the random fragments on the ground are just so full of color. Wow, now it's going from these light colors to these dark colors. Like, look at all this. It's all striped together. Pretty incredible. Haha, I just realized Taco Cat is gonna have a field day when she gets to this area and all these different colors. What? Okay. Is Taco Cat ahead of me? Is somebody else doing the rainbow? Is this an imposter? Is someone impersonating her right now? It's all so complicated. All right, so I decided to stop at 25 today because there's a stream here. I need some water, and I'm just gonna set up a tank because it's starting to get dark. But it's pretty beautiful back there. So